How's it going, guys? Welcome back. What's up? How's everyone doing? I don't know how to tell you this. This is like a fucking parent for the third time telling their kid that they haven't got the Christmas present that they promised them. But the mountain video is not released yet. I'm sorry. You can call me a piece of shit in the comments. I feel terrible. I do want to say, first week, it didn't get released because I was lazy. I should have started editing earlier. And yeah. Second week, I actually was editing, like, almost every day. No, I was editing every day. What am I saying? I was editing every day. And I realized the project was very big and overwhelming, but I was doing it. And then I ended up going to Hong Kong from Sunday till today, which is Thursday. So I haven't really had time to edit. So the third week isn't my fault. But other than that, it's been my fault. Also, I've been editing in Hong Kong when I had time and stuff. But, yeah, I apologize. You'll have to deal with this. I'm actually surprised at how, like, well the weekly reviews are doing, view-wise. Because I didn't know anyone would want to listen to me ramble about bullshit. But, people are doing it, which I think the viewer retention rate is probably absolute garbage. But, I don't know, people are still clicking it. But, whatever. But, that's honestly super disappointing. Like, some of my weekly recaps that are just garbage, like me talking, have less views than, like, my, Xi'an Terracotta Army video, which, you know, that's, like, a fascinating piece of history and, like, really, really fucking exciting, but has less views, which I don't know if that's because, YouTube is oversaturated with those videos, or if, I don't know, but anyway, let's get into it. Hooray, I have officially been in China now for 3 months. It is the 2nd of November, and I arrived on the 1st of August, so 3 months and 1 day. I have a fucking speaking problem today. As usual, I'll be looking at my computer because I don't remember what happened 2 days ago, let alone a week ago, you know? But, yeah, 3 months in China, so that's interesting. Technically, half of my time is up now. But I kind of want to stay longer than 6 months if I can, you know, figure that out. But yeah, hopefully I stay longer than 6 months. But yeah, technically half the time is gone, which is just insane. It's gone so fast. I feel like I've achieved absolutely nothing and I'm just chilling. I need to go out more and do more stuff because yeah, time flies. It's really insane. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, 27th of October. I woke up at 7 p.m. What? Alright, I'm completely useless. It's 6:30 p.m. right now and I'm acting like it's like, I don't even know. Alright, I woke up at 7 a.m., sorry. And then I went to Shanghai to get my passport because, like I said in last week's recap, the au pair agent changed the plans like 10 times of what I was supposed to do. So he was just being completely incompetent, changing the plans every 4 seconds, and not knowing what the hell he was doing, and not giving me a schedule so I had time to prepare. But he told me to go get my passport. Fuck! Why can't I speak? He told me to get my passport, so I went out to get that. Instead of taking the speed train, which was 78 RMB, I think, which takes 1 hour, I took the slow train, which cost 24 RMB, and then it took 3 hours because, you know, I didn't care about time. I might as well, you know, save some money. So, I went to Shanghai, and that actually sucked because I wanted to go, my plan was to go with friends to Shanghai and then pick up my my passport when I was there anyway, hanging out with friends. So now I just had to make an extra trip to Shanghai for no reason. So that sucked, but I did it anyway. I arrived at the station at, 9? No, around 8, and then I left at 8:50, so yeah, 9, and then I arrived in Shanghai at 12, walked for a bit. I tried, oh my god, dude, being an adult is so hard, so I needed to exchange some RMB to Hong Kong dollars for when I go to Hong Kong for my visa, and like all the banks were like, oh, we can only do 1,000 Hong Kong dollars. I'm like, I don't need that much, and then they're like, we don't know how to do it, we're useless. And then I had to wait in line in some bank for forever. And eventually I got it figured out and I got some Hong Kong dollars. But it took like 5 different bank attempts, which just finding 5 banks is a challenge in and of itself. But I did it. So yeah, being an adult is hard. Like, fuck, dude. But yeah, and then I walked to the Danish embassy, which I actually found it easy to find, surprisingly. And then, yeah, I got my visa. No, I can't talk at all. I got my passport, and it was smooth sailing. Got it. It was all good. And then took the long train home again, which sucked. I got home around 6 or 7-ish, and then I had a Big Mac for dinner, which was fucking awful. I had a McChicken like last week. I can't remember why. Oh, it was because I had a Snickers for lunch, and then I didn't think I was full, so I had just a McChicken. So I go to Macca's after the train. I'm like, alright, I need something to eat. And then I saw the McChicken again, which tastes really good. It's 10 RMB, and I was like, alright. But then I saw a Big Mac was only 20, and I was like, fuck it, I'll splurge, whatever. But Big Macs are awful. The bread tastes all like wet, and nah, it was a bad time. I might as well have had 1 McChicken, or 2 for the same. But yeah, that was awful. I don't recommend Big Macs. I don't know. It tastes like, you know how cheeseburgers are kind of soggy, but you expect them to be? You just eat that as like hot garbage? I've expected like a Big Mac to be premium quality, like 10 out of 10, but no, that was awful. So I'm not doing that again. But yeah. Then I edited the video and relaxed, and I think... Oh no, the kids weren't home here. They slept at their grandparents', so I didn't see them that day at all. Okay, so that's what happened on the 27th of October. Oh, just in case, I know there are people that are going to, well, cuss me out for being bad at holding a camera. No, cuss me out for not eating Chinese food. Alright, fuck you, first off. I eat Chinese food 7 days a week, 3 times a day. So, yeah, like, fuck you. So, yeah, fuck, I'm just saying the same shit. But, no. I eat Chinese food 7 days a week, 3 times a day, and I don't mind it at all. I don't really miss Western food, to be honest. The only thing I miss is pizza. Everything else, it's like... Because there's a lot of the food I have here, which is like average. But that's the exact same thing in Denmark or wherever you are in the world. Like, most food is, a lot of food is average. And, you can't have good food if you don't have average food. Because if everything is good, then is anything really good? Then it's all, the same line. There has to be some average stuff for the good stuff to peak, So... Anyway, most of the food here is average, and then there's the good stuff, and that's the same as in Denmark. So I don't mind the food at all. But when I'm outside, if I'm alone, it's like, fuck, I'm not bothered. If I'm with people, I'd love to eat some good noodles or good food or whatever. Fucking like hanging out, eating good lunch, like that's like my jam. But if I'm alone, then I'll either skip lunch, eat a Snickers, or... eat a McChicken, like something, I don't know. Because ordering food, for one thing, it kind of sucks. It's like difficult, the language barrier, whatever. And second off, you have to eat the food, which, that should be the good part. But it's like, if you're sitting alone and you just have to eat it, it's like, fuck, it's just boring. I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't enjoy, like, having to bother with lunch, so... That's why I eat the fucking McChicken or whatever, because it's easy and convenient. But, anyway. Alright, 28th of October. I woke up and the kids weren't home, funny enough, because they slept at their grandparents. Except I don't get informed of this stuff, so I just have fucking missing kids. I'm like, well, rip. And yeah, I was on my PC for a couple of hours editing the mountain video, because I am editing it, I swear to God. It sounds like dumb excuses. Like, it's not. The video just takes a lot more time because there's a lot more clips, and I want it to be perfect. Like, I've been like going at it and trying to get everything to be like really good. I want perfection, I don't want some fucking like half-finished garbage. Anyway, the kids came home. Should I put the camera here? Oh God, my arm! I can't hold this. The kids came home shortly after, and then they had to do homework because Saturday is their homework day. So I went to Longshan Xiao, and bought supplies for Hong Kong. I bought 4 packs of cup noodles because I needed them for the long train because there wouldn't be food. And then I bought drinks, and then I bought 4 Snickers. 2 Snickers for the train there, 2 for the way back because, you know, smart. Wait, do I have any more? No, I ate them all, I think. I was like, whoa, do I have Snickers? No, I ate it all. And then I think, did I buy anything else? I ended up spending 86 RMB, which is a lot of money on fucking snacks, I feel, but I don't know what I bought. Drinks and food, and actual food, and then a bit of lollies. Oh, I found, this, like, jelly drink that was, like, it was the closest thing I've come to a semen demon since I visited Japan, which, for those that don't know what a semen demon is, like, you're missing out. No, it's this, pink drink that has, pieces, like, jelly cubes in it. Then you shake it, and, yeah. And that's just the nickname it got. But, yeah, I had, like, this small drink from the supermarket that also was, like, jelly sort of deal. And that was, interesting. What else? Yeah, and then I had that, came home for lunch, and then I did, no, then they had more homework, the kids, so I edited the mountain video again till dinner, and then we ate with the mum and the uncle and the grandparents, and it was and the kids obviously, and that's actually really rare that there's so many people eating dinner, but because like today it was just me, the kids, and the teacher, the Chinese teacher. So yeah, most days I don't see like the parents eating, and a lot of the time there's the grandpa was here today as well. Most of the time there's a grandparent like there, but you know, uncles and stuff is rare. I don't know. But anyway, nice family dinner. And then after the dinner, the boys had dancing, which one of the boys was like, "You don't need to come," and I was like, "Sure." But then the mum saw me and she's like, "Why aren't you going?" I was like, "I got told not to." And she's like, "No, you go with them." And I was like, "Okay." And then I went, and then they went in and did the dancing, and I was in like the reception hallway thing where you like drop them off. And I sat there for 2 hours on my phone, so that was such a waste of time. I could have spent that time editing the video. I don't really know why the mum wants me to go when it's just waiting. And I didn't bring my wallet, and I didn't know when they were finished, so I couldn't even go buy a drink or like ice cream or something fun. But yeah. And the nanny was there as well, by the way. It wasn't just me. So me and the nanny sat there for 2 hours on our phone, which I don't really get. It's like a 10-minute walk from our house, so I could have walked there, dropped them off, and then just come back an hour and a half later. But oh well. You know, it's such a hard job having to sit and do nothing. But yeah. Got home late, and then I packed my suitcase for Hong Kong, because as I mentioned last week, I was going to Hong Kong for my visa, which is also why I bought the lunch, in case I didn't mention that. Anyway, 29th of October, woke up at 7, had breakfast with the kids, played for a bit, and then they went to do homework at 9, where I left them and got ready for Hong Kong. Got to the train station at 10, which was way too early. I've like inherited from my parents like being way too early, which is good because there are some people that are way too late, which those people need to go fuck themselves. But yeah. Arrived at like 10, and then the train wasn't till like 1:45, and there were no power outlets. How do you have a train station without power outlets? Like, Jesus Christ. And now you're thinking like, oh, but they had the phone charging. No, nothing. You couldn't charge your phone, and there were no power outlets. It was weird as fuck. Actually, no, I did end up finding one actually, like a ghetto one that I wasn't supposed to use, but I did. But yeah, like how do you have a train station without power outlets? Anyway, I thought that this was a 17-hour long overnight bed like train ride. Like we had a bed and you stayed overnight and stuff. And I thought 17 hours in a train was gonna be bloody awful, but it ended up being like pretty good, like very, very peaceful and nice, to be honest. Like when I saw that it was like triple bunk beds on top of each other, I was like, no. But had enough room. You know, I had a bed, and if you didn't want to lie in the bed for 17 hours, you could get up, and then on the other side of the train, there were stacks of beds here, like this is a stack, and then this is a stack. And then on the other side, going through the corridor, there was like small tables where you could sit and eat dinner, which is what I did. But yeah, it was actually very peaceful. Everyone was super quiet, which is nice. And yeah, I just sat on my phone listening to music. I was kind of worried about how much like battery the power bank would have, because there were no power outlets in the train, which again makes no sense. I can understand not supplying for all the beds or whatever, but having like one or two for each like 6-person bed thing would be like fair enough, you know? But there wasn't, so I borrowed a power bank from my host mum, which was nice of them, and yeah, I was still conservative with battery, so I just listened to music, and then at 6 o'clock I had cup noodles, which were okay, and then, yeah. It was very nice though. If I had to like choose between flying for 17 hours in a plane or the train, I would choose the train like any day of the week, because you had lots of room, which you don't on a plane. Sleeping on a plane is awful. Sleeping on the train was like semi. I woke up a bunch of times, but that could also just like sleeping somewhere you're not used to, you know? Like, I don't know. It was okay. Like, I get obviously if you 17 hours in a plane, you're going a further distance. You could have done the distance I did in like 2 hours in a plane, but yeah, if we're just talking about time, I would do 17 hours on the train any day, like compared to 17 on a plane, because you know there's no altitude bullshit, and there's room, and it's nice. So yeah, good train ride. What else do I have to say? Oh, I read Reddit threads on my computer as well. I brought that with full battery and like a bunch of Reddit threads open because there wasn't Wi-Fi. And then I went to bed at 10 p.m. Okay, 30th of October. I woke up at around 5 a.m. I didn't get good sleep. One guy woke me up at 4. I don't understand what happened. I woke up to him like touching my feet or something. He was like touching me, trying to wake me up. And then I was super groggy. I was like, you know, like, huh? And he didn't speak English, so it wasn't like less confusing. So he's just like, eh. And I just stood there looking at him, like completely like out of touch, just like. And then eventually he like left. I think he thought that I was in his seat or like in his bed, but I was sort of like, no. Like the train must have stopped at 4 a.m. at some stop, and he got on, and then he thought that that was where he was supposed to be. But I was like, fuck off. And then yeah, I woke up at 5. And the train arrived at 6 a.m. So waking up at 5 is not actually that bad. But yeah. Oh, I was woken up by a train worker as well. Maybe that was what happened at 5. I woke up like 3 different times. I woke up by a train worker who, when I got on the train, they exchanged my ticket, which was cardboard, for like this plastic thing. I don't know why they did it. And then I was woken up by the train worker in the morning wanting the plastic thing back and gave me my ticket back. So I was like, why couldn't I just have kept the ticket the whole time, you know? It made no sense. But whatever. Do your thing. Have fun. I got off the train and made it through customs, which, you know, that's annoying. It always is. Airports suck. Like, customs is usually bad. I don't know. It is what it is. And then I got to the meeting place for the visa, which was literally it was at the exit of like this subway station, at like a fire hose thing, like a emergency fire thing. And then I stood there, and then like 5 other people were there, and then some random like Chinese lady comes, takes our passports, and then is like, yeah, okay. And I was like, it was the sketchiest shit ever. I was like, this is not a visa office or anything. Like, she's definitely gonna just like steal my shit and kill me. Alright. So that did not seem very like, you know, legitimate. But yeah. Then I tried getting a train from where I was to where my hostel was, which the customer service in Hong Kong was so fucking rude, dude. I asked her how much is a ticket, and she says 445, and I'm like, what? That's 450, like what? And then she goes, 445. I'm like, what? And then she goes, do you want the ticket or not? And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't give me an attitude, you bitch. Like, really, dog? Like, are you, like, I don't know. I was so taken aback. Like, she just gives me an attitude. I'm like, fucking serious, dude? I'm the customer and I haven't even been rude. Like, I'm always, like, super nice. Like, hello, how are you? Like, meh, meh. Like, I try to be super nice. And then this bitch just, like, attacks me for no... Attacks. Now I'm, like, over-exaggerating it for a clickbait full caps thumbnail title. But, no. She was super rude and it was weird. So, yeah. As soon as I got to Hong Kong, someone was rude. Which, again, haven't met a single rude person in China. I met that one British lady who was a bitch, but she wasn't Chinese. So yeah, Hong Kong apparently, that's a thing. Which I guess you could say is China, but I would count them as being, you know, independent and doing their own thing. But that depends on if you ask a Chinese person or if you ask someone from Hong Kong. But yeah. Got to my hostel and they told me I couldn't check in till 2 p.m. Which this was at 10 a.m. Which... It's not the hostel's fault, it's again the au pair agency. How are they so fucking incompetent? They can't schedule things, they change the plan 10 times. And then they give me a hostel for check-in at 2 p.m. when they know I'm arriving at 10 a.m. Well, I arrived at 9:30 a.m. Like, really? Like, fucking Jesus Christ, these people are incompetent. But, anyway. I walked around the area, making sure not to get lost, and just relaxed till 2. Which, yeah, I don't know. It was okay. And then I spent an hour in my room before going to Victoria Peak, which is basically you take like a train up to the peak of, I don't know, it's like a tall point in the city and you can view the entire like city skyline, like all the buildings and all that jazz. And yeah, I got there around 4 or 5, waited online, and then I was there from dusk till after sunset, like in the dark. And I got some good photos, I think, some good video. There will be a YouTube video from my Hong Kong experience as well. I'm just like super fucking backlogged on videos. I have so many to release. But yeah, it was okay experience. Going to the peak was 90 RMB, and I would say it was worth it. I feel spoiled though. I didn't think it was as great as some people probably. I thought it was okay. It was like, it was nice, but it wasn't, you know, fantastic. It was probably like a 3 out of 5 or something. Like, it was pretty good. Worth the money for sure, but, you know, I don't know. It was okay. Then I got home around 8 p.m. and... Oh, here's another thing with rude people. I didn't have 4G Wi-Fi in Hong Kong because it's... Yeah, again, they'll say it's not a country, but the internet doesn't work there when you have Chinese internet, and they have their own currency and their own, like, shit going on, so I don't know. But anyway. Yeah. People in Hong Kong spoke really good English. That was something that was really nice. You could talk to everyone. Like, one of my first interactions was me holding the door for an old dude, and then he said thank you, and I was like, oh shit, someone speaking English, like, awesome. The only thing that wasn't awesome was all the fucking, like, idiots on the street. There were so many people when I was going around that were, like, trying to sell me a room. And they were all, like, fuck, this is gonna come out of, like, racist or some shit. But they were all immigrants. And every single country I go to, it's always the fucking immigrants that are, like, annoying. Or, like, fucking, like, just annoying to deal with. So there were all these fucking immigrants trying to, sell me a room. And then, like, random idiots on the street being like, Rolex. I'm like, I don't think any fucking Rolex watches are being sold on the street, dude. Like, Jesus, you have to either not care about buying a fake watch, like you don't give a shit, or you have to be really fucking dumb to think that, like, you can just buy a Rolex watch on the street. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what, yeah, there were idiots on the street. They were the only bad ones. But yeah, no, to the rude part. Since I didn't have 4G in Hong Kong, I'm getting sidetracked all over the place. Since I didn't have 4G in Hong Kong, I had to ask for directions a lot. And a lot of people I asked were, like, pretty nice and helpful. Like, I'm 100% aware when I ask for help, they're the ones helping me and I need to be grateful. And I am. Like, there were so many, like, super helpful, nice people that helped me. and I really appreciated it. There was even a lady that walked with me for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. So I appreciate the help. People don't need to do it, and them doing it is really nice. However, there were some people where I would say excuse me, and I would try to ask for help, and then some of them would just keep walking, which is, semi-rude, but yeah, whatever. But then there were some people, this happened at least 3 times, I think, that would look at me, like legitimately turn when I said excuse me, look at me, and then they would keep walking. So they would clearly acknowledge that I was talking to them and then just keep walking. It was rude as fuck. Again, I don't expect help, you don't have to help me. But you could just say, oh, I'm sorry, and just keep walking, or just, have any sort of fucking reaction instead of being like, oh, I acknowledge you exist and you're talking to me, but I'm going to ignore you. It was super rude. So I think I met like 5 rude people in Hong Kong, and the rest of my time in China, I've met no rude people. So there you go. People aren't super nice there, to be honest. I mean, I've met a lot of nice people as well, but when I can spend 3 months in China not meeting a single, rude person, and then I meet, 5 in the span of 2 days in Hong Kong, I feel like that says a lot, But anyway, I got home, and then I had some cup noodles, because I wasn't bothered going out for dinner. And then I edited the mountain video and watched some YouTube. Yeah, that was the 30th of October. Okay, 31st of October. I woke up at 10 a.m. and then I chilled on my PC and went to pick up my passport. Oh, I should say I was supposed to get a single room. The agency wanted me to sleep in a 10-person room, and I was like, my friend's agency, they put her in a shared room with one other person. That's completely fine. I would say I could live with sleeping with 4 other people, like a 5-man room. But putting me with 9 other people, are you serious? Fuck me, dude. So I instantly was like, that's not happening. Fuck that. So I ended up paying a bit of my own money to have a private room. But that private room wasn't ready, so they gave me a 2-person room, which was nice, because then I could use, it was a bunk bed, so it was, yeah. But then I could use the bunk bed for storing shit, so yeah. And then on the 31st of October, I was supposed to get, change rooms, because they would have a new room ready, but then they were like, oh, you can just stay, and I was like, super, thank you, you're very nice. And yeah, then I went to pick up my visa, passports at the sketchy station exit, which, again, this au pair agency, every fucking time you're like, oh, they can't get more incompetent, they're fucking, really dumb. They just, they managed to, up it 1 notch. I get there, this Chinese lady who took the passport and stuff comes, and then she doesn't speak a lick of English, but she manages to use a translation thing to say that she hasn't been paid yet and is my company paying for it. And then I'm standing there so, they knew I was getting my visa and they were I was doing this and they haven't paid her yet? Really? What the fuck? How have they not paid her? Jesus Christ. So I'm standing there with a fucking a Chinese lady that understands no English. And yeah, she ended up sharing Wi-Fi with me, and then I called the agency, and luckily they weren't incompetent enough to not pick up. So they picked up, and then he's like, oh, we'll pay now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fuck. It can't be that hard. You have to be really fucking stupid, but whatever. Paid for the visa, I got my passport and visa and that jazz. I only got 30 days, which I thought I was getting 6 months, or at least 3 months. I only got 30 days, so now I have to go to Hong Kong again, which the agency guy's like, oh, but you just have to enter and re-enter, so you can just do it in 1 day, and I was sort of like, serious? I'm not traveling 17 hours by train to go to Hong Kong to travel back 17 hours in the same day. Do you know how, fucked that is? Really, dude? So, and also Hong Kong is an incredibly expensive city, so I don't have the money to just travel to Hong Kong every month. So yeah, I don't know. I told him that maybe I could go by plane, because I've looked it up, that's a 2-hour plane ride. Knowing the stingy, shitty, incompetent agency, they're not going to want to pay for a plane ride, but I don't know if they can really expect me to take a 17-hour train each way in one day. Like, really? Like, that's fucked up. But they're incompetent, so who the fuck knows? But yeah, I hope I can go by plane or something, because that's really messed up. But anyway, moving on with the day, I went to Victoria Harbour, which, yeah, the harbour in Hong Kong is, like, really nice. I went there and enjoyed the view, and it was, super nice area. I almost forgot my bag. I swear, everything I have, I either forget it or it breaks. I've broken my phone charger. I lost my shaver, like the cord for it, in a hotel. I forgot my towel. And then I've broken 4 pairs of socks. At least 4. I have the ones I'm wearing now are broken too, actually. And then what else? Oh, my earphones are broken as well now. So everything breaks or it gets lost. And yeah, I almost lost my backpack. I put it down to charge my camera, to put like new battery in my camera. And then I went back to taking photos, and then some guy's like, "Can you move your bag? I want to take a photo here." And I was like, "Shit, I have a bag? Fuck me." So yeah, almost lost my bag with all my stuff in it, but yeah. But yeah, I went to the harbour and chilled, and then I left at 5 p.m. to go to the opposite side of the harbour to see the skyline from there with all the big buildings. I think Bank of China is there and stuff. And then there is a light show at 8 p.m., which I arrived at like 5:30, and then I actually lived close by. I lived like 10-15 minute walk, but I thought, fuck it, it's not worth going home, because then by the time I get home I almost have to go out again or whatever. So I decided to wait there till 8 p.m., which, I mean, it was a chilled, relaxed area with an okay view, but waiting there for 2 hours was not worth it. And then the light show, like, the view was really good. It was like Shanghai Bund, which there will be a video of eventually when I'm not backlogged. But it was like that. Like, you know, the skyline, lots of nice buildings lit up. But the difference between that at like 7 p.m. and the light show at 8 p.m. was like insignificant. The light show was like really meh. I would say the view without the light show, I don't know, 6 out of 10. Like, it was a nice view. It was definitely worth being there and seeing it. The view with the light show was maybe like 6.5. Like, it really did nothing. So the light show isn't really worth it. If you're in the area, then see it. If not, you can see the hub, like that view at any time of the day. It doesn't really matter. I guess it's like nice at night, but it's also nice during the day, you know? Anyway, I had real dinner. I had fried rice with pineapple, and it was 46 RMB. No, it was 46 Hong Kong dollars, which Hong Kong dollars and RMB are like the exact same almost. But yeah, that's kind of expensive. I think for Hong Kong that's probably cheap. But I had fried rice in Shanghai for 13 RMB, so you know. But that's cheap, to be fair. I think normally you'd pay like 30 or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was okay. Nothing special, to be honest. And yeah, then I went home and I edited the mountain video again and watched YouTube till 1 a.m. Alrighty, 1st of November. I can't speak at all, I'm sorry. I really am. 1st of November. I packed up my things at 9. I woke up at 9 and started packing my things, and then I left at 10. And I had to get the train to West Stop. It's really weird. Going from the big railway station to my hostel was basically take this long train, get to a stop, and then take that stop for like one stop over. But then going back, you couldn't do that because the train lines didn't work that way. So I had to take like 3 different trains going in a weird direction. And then I asked customer service for help, which I'd already done once before because the lines were weird. And I did it on the previous day. And when I did it on the previous day, the lady told me, oh, you have to take this stop, and this stop. You had to do like a freeway thing. When I asked this time for help, I asked him to like buy my ticket and help me. He goes, you can't do that. Look at the instructions behind you. And I was like, okay, there are no instructions and you're being a rude cunt. So yeah, another rude person. I don't understand. And these people are working there too. Like, Jesus Christ. You're in fucking customer service. If you don't like customers, then don't work there. Personally, I don't ever want to work like front desk at a job having to deal with customers because most are rude and fucking annoying to deal with. But if you feel that way, you should probably do like me and not do it. You know? Like, why are these people employed at the fucking railway customer service if they hate customers? Like, I hadn't done anything. I asked nicely how to do it, and he wouldn't even explain it to me, so good fucking job, dude. You're a cunt. But anyway, I took the trains and went through customs and made it to Shenzhen. Had a McChicken, which again, really nice. It's like a better version of a cheeseburger because it costs the same, but it actually tastes like crispy and nice, where cheeseburger tastes kind of, like meh. Cheeseburgers are what you eat like on a bad day as like a last resort, whereas a McChicken is actually like kind of refreshing and good. But I had to get my train ticket because I had it. They booked it for me, so I had it on my phone, but I had to get the physical thing, and that was way too hard. Finding where to buy the ticket or whatever was like such a pain. But eventually I got it. And then I got to the waiting area at 12, so again I was way too early because my train left at 4. But here I ended up finding like a power outlet. So I edited my mountain video for 2 more hours. You can hear how much like time has gone into this video, by the way, just from me speaking about it. I swear it's not wasted. But yeah, 2 hours, and then people came because I'd unplugged this like power outlet that charged lots of phones, and then people came, so I kind of had to plug it back in. So yeah, that was short-lived. Then I boarded the train at 4, and I had cup noodles for dinner at 6, which were way too spicy. And at one point, I had like a bit like in my mouth, and it was semi-spicy. And then I managed to do that thing where you sort of like sneeze or whatever, and you get like, I got all the spice down like my throat or like down the I don't even know what happened. I almost died, I swear. I just went like, and then like had fucking tears out of my eyes and was dying. And there was a guy sitting across from me, so I had to like be brave. I was like, fuck, yeah. I'm okay, yeah. But yeah, be brave. But yeah, that happened. I boarded the train, and then I didn't give a shit about how much battery I had because I was just going to Hangzhou. It'd be easy, And also I had the power bank. But my internet wasn't really working on my phone, so that sucked. But I did manage to read a bit of Reddit. Also, this train, it was the same like long train sort of deal, but it had much better blankets. The blankets were fucking cool. Like, well, alright, that's like such an overstatement. Because last time I praised the fucking pillow, I mean, the pillow I had at Disneyland was legitimately out of this world. I've never had such a good pillow, and I'm 20 years old. Like, and I've been to like lots of hotels and, lived in houses, as you do. Like, that pillow was actually insane. So I don't want you guys to think that the train blanket was like insane. It was just, relatively okay. Whereas on the first train, it was like a shit tier blanket. So, yeah. I just wanted to clarify in case someone gets the wrong idea and think I had like a good blanket, because I didn't. It was good, but it wasn't Disneyland, alright? Let's be real. Anyway, that brings us to the 2nd of November. Aren't you lucky? Today is the 2nd of November. I woke up at 8:30 on the train, and I'd woken up a few times throughout the night at like 5 a.m. and stuff. And yeah, woke up at 8:30, and then the train stopped at 9, and I got off, and then I got home at 9:30, and then I immediately began editing the mountain video again, and then I had lunch, and then I watched some YouTube while editing the mountain video, and then I picked up the kids at 3 p.m, and one of the boys, when he saw me, because I feel like I told them when I was coming home, but I guess they didn't know or remember. One of the boys, I caught his reaction when he saw me, and his face just lit up. He's like, yeah! I was like, yeah, he's happy to see me! Fuck yeah! And then like 3 seconds later, he just goes, Avatar, and I was like, oh, he's happy to use my computer. I don't know, I'm halfway there, dude. It's halfway, it's so-so. But yeah, talked to them, and, they were doing their thing as usual, just, chilling. And then we watched Avatar when they got home. Apparently their mum is in another country, but last time they said that, she came home the same night, so I don't really trust it. But she may or may not be abroad. Abroad? That sounds wrong, but whatever. She might be somewhere. But yeah. And right now, they have Chinese teacher. Like I said, we had dinner at 6 p.m. and then they had Chinese teacher, and it's 7 p.m. now. And they either finish at 7:30 or 8. I don't know. Depends. But yeah. So that is my day. My day? That's my week. I don't really know what else to say. Like, I've been in 3 months. I really don't know why I can't speak today. I sound so incompetent and unintelligent and a bunch of other dumb shit. But yeah, next week I will have my fucking speaking capabilities back intact, alright? But I don't know what to say. It's been 3 months in China now. I am, funny enough, still enjoying it. It's kind of crazy that half of my time here is up. Technically, I'm going to probably stay longer. I keep saying that because, you know, that's what I want to do. But, yeah, I want to stay longer. But it's kind of crazy how fast time has gone by. I'm like, really scared and worried because I don't want to leave. Like, I'm chilling so fucking hard, dude. I'm doing nothing, hanging out, just having fun. And, yeah, I don't know. This month, just as a review of the whole month, has been pretty good, I think. Like, obviously at the start I was in Shanghai, and then I chilled a bit with a bunch of new friends and stuff, and now I've been in Hong Kong, and yeah, I need to hang out with the other au pairs more. They've been like, I don't know, I guess everyone's just doing their own thing, but yeah, I need to hang out with the other au pairs more. I think we're going to Shanghai on Monday, because I pre-planned that before the, I pre-planned that to pick up my visa, my passport there before the agency went all like full retard or whatever. Like, so yeah, I'll go with them to Shanghai just to hang out and be social, and then yeah, hopefully I do more stuff with them and more stuff with everyone. I'm actually planning on going to the Starbucks meetup again today. I think there's a Starbucks meetup every Thursday, so I might go there today, depending on how late the kids go to bed. And yeah, that should be fun. And what else do I have to say? I'm really sorry about the mountain video. It's like, it's actually at this point 98% done, I want to say. Like, it would have been out if I didn't go to Hong Kong. It's like 98% done. I've done all the editing. I just need to do the, what's it called? I need to fix the brightness and the contrast, because some of the I was shooting auto because I was like scared I would fuck it up otherwise. And yeah, some of the clips are very, very overexposed. Not very, but they're overexposed and it looks like shit. So I need to fix the brightness and contrast, and then I should be good to go. So the video will come out in a couple of days. I actually feel god awful releasing 3 weekly recaps in a row, because to me this is like shit tier content. I don't know if I would watch it. Like, I guess if I really liked a YouTuber, I probably would, but like, honestly, not really. Like, this is kind of shit content, and I apologize. The mountain video will come out though in a few days, and I worked really hard on it, and the editing should be top notch, so hopefully you enjoy it. The filming could have been better, but I think the editing is good. And after that, I have, I think, 3 videos from Shanghai to release, and then I have a couple others. And I will get on to editing that, but hopefully it won't take as long. I can show you, here's my Sony Vegas. Can it hocus pocus focus? Here's my Sony Vegas. So you have all of these are just fucking like short clips and all. It's a mess. I can give you a sneak peek if you want. So you got it here. And it lags when I preview it. Alright, that's all you get. But, yeah, I feel really bad, but the video will come out and it'll hopefully be good by people's standards. And hopefully it'll get more views than the weekly recaps. I don't care how many views my videos get. But I would like the good ones to get more views than the shit ones, right? Yeah. But, yeah, that's all I have to say. Anything else? Final thoughts? I don't think so. I don't know. The agency is like really incompetent. That's the only thing I dislike about China. Just how incompetent they are. Every interaction with them makes me want to like fucking jump off a bridge or something. I'm like Jesus. But like the most important part is that the family is cool. I love my family. They're all super nice. All the support staff. I should probably just call them staff. Everyone is super nice and friendly. And the kids are cool. And yeah, everything is great. Just not the agency. But yeah, I'm rambling enough. This video is long. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've made it to the end, then congrats. You're one of the few. Anyway, peace out. Love you. Bye.